Glasgow Rangers, runners-up of the Europa League last year, of course becoming second in the Scottish Cup, the Scottish League as well as winning the Scottish Cup. Believe needs Ted Lasso to take over and rebuild the squad to make them champions of Europe after coming so close. First of all, a youth player as usual, homegrown talent, and the clear out begins as well. Kolak going out the door, 3.6 million, 3.8 million. Maruf next, going to Monza, 3.6. Scott Arfield next, going to Stuttgart. Great passionate player of the club. I'm afraid too old for FIFA. First signing in the door, Antonio Silva, centre back, 18-year-old from Benfica. Great potential. Would be becoming a best centre back as far as I know. Second signing, Vitrik, Sparta Praga. Another centre back in the door, young partner, Silva. Next in the door is Moretti from Juventus. Of course, was signed in the Sutton rebuild as well, but like to see his development from the start of the career mode. But it won't cost 8 million. Boy, play centre mid. Connor Goldson out the door to Newcastle United for near enough 6 million. Won't need any other centre backs now. Kenneth Dale in the door, just over 10 million. Great addition to the midfield and the centre backs. Glenn Kamara out the door, of course. Don't need any other centre mids as well, apart from backups. Alfredo Morelos out the door, Marseille, 8.3. Said as usual, big play out at the start of a career mode. Ryan Jack out the door to Indonesia, 3.7. John McLaughlin out for 300k. Too old of a goalkeeper, we don't need him. Here we go, here's a big money signing. Costa from Porto, 30 million. Be our number one. McGregor's backup, 8 overall. Here's the first Champions League group. It's in fact a Champions League group where Rangers finished bottom this year. Halfway through the year. Top of the table. Celtic second, Aberdeen third. St Johnstone at bottom with 13 points. As in real life, bottom of the table, Liverpool and Ajax going through. Here comes the clear out again, Ben Davis out for 5 million. John Soto out for 2.9. Bora Barisic, 2.3. Here comes a big money striker signing. Took every single penny that we had. Broadway from Ajax, 77 overall. Finish the table up at the end of the year 10 points ahead of Celtic. Hibs pipping Aberdeen to third place, and St Johnstone of course would have been relegated if we have League 2, Championship, sorry. Scottish Cup, Kilmarnock out of everyone, beating Hearts on penalties. Got beat by St Johnstone, bottom of the table 2-1, typical. Real Madrid beat Frankfurt 2-1 at the start of the year. And Liverpool out of a group, winning the Champions League, and are winning 2-1 against Monaco, and Fiorentina beat Nice 2-1. There's the stats at the end of the year. Ryan Kent and Tavernier. Tavernier having a blinder of the season. Of course we're just starting, but it's a good start winning the league. It's achievements at the start. 30 million. Tom Lawrence out the door, make it to 32. Controversial, but enough 15 million to Napoli, James Tavernier out the door. Getting old for FIFA. Big money signing. Incredible signing, I'd say. Big Capri. Potential to grow, it's huge. Lundstrom out the door for 5 million. Gabriel Vion, winger. I believe he play on right mid. 79 overall. Here's a Champions League group for the second year. I believe it's harder than the first year. Halfway through the year. Top of the table, Kilmarnock sitting bottom, especially after winning that Scottish Cup. It's a bit surprising. Somehow we managed to get through the group. Tough group as well. Second place. We'll play Man United in the round of 16. Here we go. First ever knockout game. I don't expect much here. Imagine this will be an easy victory for me. Never mind. 1-0 at Ibrox. It's a great start. I feel like this will be a different story. Yeah. Close game though. Osimhen from Napoli. Tearing us apart. Guess he didn't need Ronaldo after all. Somehow finishing second in the league. Goal difference. St Johnstone bottom again as well. Scottish Cup. Celtic beat us 1-0. Liverpool beating Inter 2-1 in the Super Cup. Champions League, Man City versus Real Madrid. It's not been played yet. Imagine Real Madrid will win that. Europa League, PSV beating Atletico Madrid. And Roma beating Valencia, winning the Conference League twice. Broadway leading the line. Kent still up there as well. Kent winning most assists as well. That is doing quite good from centre mid. Team's growing nicely. Good second campaign in the Champions League anyway. Here's your credentials at the end of the year. Bit controversial, shipping Kent out, but Pedro seemed like great signing, 85 overall. No, it says Cam there, but he'll probably be playing left mid. Will be playing left wing. Of course, to finish in second, we have to play for the qualifiers. Short and sweet for you. Close call, but we got through. Just got right out the door to Braga. 3.6. I believe this is now a qualifier. Benfica out of everyone. 2-1. Win from the ex-Sporting player. 2 goals. Of course, coming to Ibrox is no easy game as well. 1-0 win. Here's a group: Juventus, ex-Rebuild, Club Brugge, Strasbourg. We should be getting out of that group surely. But to show how much he's grown. Second on the table, halfway through the season, got Mark at bottom again. And somehow we lose out of that group. With the team that we have, we should be getting out of that. Second in the league at the end of the season, again. Deja vu. St Mirren at the bottom, 27 points. St Johnstone's finally got out of it. Scottish Cup, we beat Celtic, getting a revenge from last year. Real Madrid get beat 4-2 off a PSV. Surprising. Inter Milan beaten by Leverkusen in the Champions League. So we had Champions League. Villarreal beating PSV, the Super Cup holders. Fiorentina winning the Conference League for the second time in this rebuild, I believe. Stats after the third season, of course. Big Brian. Top of the goal count. Pedro's slowly behind them. Taylor's shot up this season extremely well. Donaldson's grown quite nicely as well. Showing you how the team's grown. What you might have missed was Dembele coming in from a free agent. I believe that was one of my objectives, to sign a Scottish player, so that's who I went with. Apologies for not showing that. Doesn't get game time anyway. Osborne coming in from a free agent. Right back, English, 17-year-old, 78 overall. Samuel Jr., ex-Juventus left wing, English, great prospect. Had to snap him up from free agents as well. 76 overall. Pedro Costa, left back, Brazilian, free agents as well. Maybe these boys are regens, I'm not completely sure, but 81 overall is too good to miss. Here we go, here's the main man here. Striker taking over Big Brian's spot. A bit controversial, but this man, I believe, is the regen of Ronaldo. Never go out the door for 60 million. A good servant, but we need to upgrade. Plan for the future a wee bit there, but Fit Trick out the door for 20 million. It wasn't growing as much as I hoped they would. course, Ecuadorian, and Diaz Maza left back, Turkish, going to Dortmund for 36 million. Was Costa's taking his place. Fernandes out the door to PSV. Believe this was another youth prospect, same as the last one. Scott Bain, ex-Celtic, playing for Rangers. Got to QPR, another Rangers team. I believe this was another objective play, the fact that he was Scottish and a free agent, that's why I signed him. Of course, as I said about Dembele, out the door for 2.5. Got to Anderlecht. Again, they never really got any game time. Here's a Champions League group. Pedro out the door for 140 million to Leipzig. And as you see there, I don't believe I've shown it, Vinicius Junior came into the club. Third place in that group. Should be passing that group surely. Gladbach in the Europa League premium round. And our next big signing, Ansu Fati, coming in with that Pedro money. Perfect to play in that left wing. First one in the league as well. Didn't believe I showed you the cup either. Ross County sitting at the bottom with 30 points. Back-to-back Scottish Cup winners today, doing the double. Villarreal beating that would have been a 9th game, 4-3. Tottenham beating Bayern Munich 1-0 in the Champions League. Never have. We win the Europa League, pushing us into the Champions League without qualification. Newcastle getting beat off of Milan in the conference. There we go, here's the stats. As you see, Vinny Jr. I must have edited that out when I signed him. I apologise for that, but of course, as you see, there he is. Kenneth Taylor doing his job again from centre mid with the assists. Vinny Jr. set him up as well. Building some team here. The free agents coming in the door. I believe that's Mrs. Regen. Costa going out the door. I believe as soon as we signed him. PSV. Simple profit. A controversial one. Donaldson going out the door. Near enough 100 million. That will make sense in a minute. Crespo getting loaned out to Dortmund for 2 years as again. The Costa going out the door, starting left back. And of course, there's a big money signing, 200 million for Phil Foden from Man City to Rangers. That's why Donaldson had to leave to make space for Foden. Europa League money's coming in handy. Here's a group: Atletico Madrid, PSV, Club Brugge, all teams that we've played before. Halfway through the year, sitting at the top of the table, Celtic second, Kilmarnock at the bottom. Champions League. Of course, as you see, we're playing Man City. Phil Foden against his former team. Got through the group without losing the game. 3 wins, 3 draws. First game against Man City. Hopefully Phil Foden kens his old team inside and out. He does. It's still a poor result. Tadic. See the stats of the players. Winning the league and Celtic coming second. The same when got put out of the Champions League from Man City. Getting beat in the Super Cup from Tottenham. Dortmund beating Man City in the final. Makes us feel a wee bit better. Milan beating Monaco in the Conference and the Europa League a year after. Lyon beating Fenerbahce. On to the next season, Costa leaving. Noah Costa, 55 million. And Nuno Mendes coming in for 100 million. The point starting left back. Sakala's leaving for 5 million. Roundabout. Don't think he even played a game. Here's a big money signing of the year. Of course, I had to swap in Moretti, but it was all worth it. Pedro 92 overall. Junior leaving as well to make some funds just in case. And a great backup, but it's time for him to go. Here's a group for this year. Napoli again. To go Bilbao and Feyenoord. Spurs in the round of 16. Halfway through the year, we're sitting second to Celtic. 50 points in the both of them. 3-1 win for us, away from home. It's a great start. Home game now. 3-1 win again. PSG, the quarterfinals, away from home. 1-1. 3-1 at Ibrox. That's exactly what we want. Ronaldo's regen, stepping up to the table against Messi's former team. Semi-final now, Dortmund. I believe were runners up last year. And Miranda and Vinny Jr. doing the business. The 2-1 loss, but it's enough. That one away goal is enough from Foden. Put us into the final against Atletico Madrid. In the year, end up pulling away. Ross County at the bottom of the table, of course. Europa League is Juventus versus Man City. Arsenal versus Marseille in the Conference League. Winning the Scottish Cup, so we could be going for the treble here. Miranda has definitely grew quite nicely, doing the business for us. We've grew some team here. Of course, Crespo's not even played a game for the club in his 1986 overall. Here we go, the final. Hopefully we can win it. Don't think I'll let it play another year. PSG's ground here, of course, we've already got advantage playing PSG in the
Welcome to the commentary box. Derek
quarterfinals, I think.
Joined by Stuart Robson. It's Atletico Madrid and they face Rangers.
Well, what a night, Derek.
Yeah, it was the quarter-final. Atletico Madrid have had Chelsea, Leipzig and Inter.
What more could you ask for, apart from maybe different commentators?
Beautiful orange kit. The Champions League final. João Felix still at Atletico Madrid in this save as well. This save was started quite a while ago. Just completing it now. That's a great squad. Paul Pogba on the bench, same with this man Dembele. Camavinga, centre mid there. Is that Liam Nielsen from Hearts, centre back? See a weak point in the squad anyway. Scottish man sitting right centre back. He's a famous squad about history.
And here's the lineup for Rangers.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Isn't particularly stacked, but our first team is.
Osborne. Excellent vision.
It's a great through
Vinicius
pass. Ansu Fati opens the score in the 25th minute. It's exactly what we need at the start of the Champions League. Of course, it's against Spanish opponents. Knows what he's doing. Years at Barca. Oh, disappointed there. What a ball from Vinny. Of course, that Spanish connection of Madrid and Barca. Side foot into the side net. No Rangers. Ted Lasso could not be happy. This is what he does.
Who can they pick out?
Clear. Great start.
Now can they counter clinically?
Probably another cross. Surely not. Great play. Great pass. Great finish. Vinicius Junior. And that's that Spanish connection. That's what he's doing with the days back in Spain. The Rangers fans going wild.
Well, as you can see, they finished this really easily. They don't give the keeper a chance,
Losing
do
that
they?
final
That's
in the Europa League so many years ago, this is what they needed. All Black was rooted. Half time, 2-0. Hopefully it continues.
Ended up being easy.
Great running header.
20 minutes.
Great ball. Alex Lowry, captain. A great finish. Not so young man anymore. stuck with through the club
Well, as you can see, he
all
beats
these
the
years.
defender so easily
Oh,
with
they
a
got a
change of pace,
chance.
and then it's a
They
decent
scored
finish.
on the
That's a
biggest
very
stage.
good goal, you
I
have to
was
say.
watching, wearing the captain armband. Thought it was fitting now on the
Let's look
Rangers
at the
player
emotions
left.
out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair
That
and
was it.
heartache on the
3-0
other.
full time.
But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
Hope you enjoyed that rebuild.
It's a
It's a
night
pleasure
of
to
their
do.
lives, and they're
We've
determined
created
to enjoy
some team here, maybe the best one we've created so far. Please let me know down in the comments what team you would like me to rebuild next. And of course, I'll leave you with the celebrations.
Don't need to be reminded about what comes next. The presentation of the coveted Champions League.
Well, this they'll manage to win the trophy. Going mad in a few months.
Here we go. The Champions League winners.
This is what they wanted. What's a moment for these players? They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
You feel the emotion. It's natural to reflect on this final, but so much hard work has gone into the entire campaign. Memories, memories. What would a celebration be without the chance to enjoy it with your own supporters?
These fans have certainly played their part, haven't they? They'll savour these moments. They've travelled far and wide for their team. They're loving every minute of this, and why not? They deserve it.
Fire as well as ice, they held their nerve when that was necessary. And these celebrations will run long into the night.
Well, these are the moments they have to make the most of. It doesn't happen very often, does it? These will be photos to cherish for years to come. Brilliant stuff.
And you are looking at the best club side in Europe. And it's still on for him. Excellent vision. Vinicius Junior.